Welcome, everyone, to episode number 33 of Kicks at the Castle, a podcast by three sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Walt would say, to all who listen to this happy podcast, welcome. My name is John. I'll be your host, and I'm joined by the rest of the Kicks at the Castle team. I got Irv.
Oh, what's good?
And we got Matt.
Good morning, everyone.
And we are welcoming back a familiar face. We've got Chris Catalunya, fresh off his Disney World trip. What's up?
What's going on, guys? I'm glad to be back here.
Nice. Well, this is our final episode of the year. Thanks to everybody for listening. We got a great show planned for you this week. In World versus Land, we are going to talk about Toontown, cheat code. We're going to get into Genie Plus. We're going to catch up with recent trips on property. Irv's got a plant-based option for you. And then we're going to talk about some year-end wrap-up stuff, list kind of things. But first, let's jump into pickups. And I think we should clear the floor because Chris is back. So we're going to let him go last. We're going to let him hit clean up. Irv, man, you got anything this week?
I do. My baby's came in. I will say that
is the set complete?
No, I need the Monarchs. Me and my wife are having a conversation about those.
Competition?
A conversation.
Oh,
okay. A conversation about those. These are nice.
Those black patterns look good.
They're very nice. I switched the laces immediately. I was reading about the leather, and they were saying it's some kind of coating, and how it looks shiny, but it doesn't look shiny in person.
Okay.
But
yeah, it almost looks like patent leather.
Yeah, it looks like patent leather. You have to crack. It almost looks like cracked leather. Can you see it in there?
Dang.
Is it cracked like the Aluminium ones?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly how it looks. Yep. Yeah, man. Y'all already know that I'm in love with these
Well,
shoes.
you have to complete the set now. You have 3 out of 4.
You have to.
You got it for, man.
You got no choice.
No choice at all. You want to sit here?
So is the competition, is your wife going to buy them for you for Christmas so you can buy yourself the Aluminium Threes?
So so here's the deal. You know what I mean? So I was going ham this summer, and then I wrapped it down, considered. So I'm telling her it's the end of the year. And those only 2 pair of shoes that, I missed out that I want. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go about it, whether I should just buy it and be like, I bought them, so we'll talk about it later type shit, or just be like, you buy a pair, I buy a pair. I don't know. I'll try to get my mom in on this. I just need somebody to figure it out.
Well, the problem is that, so the Monarchs resale isn't that bad because I actually like that pair and I was looking at that the other day. So they're not horrible. I think they're less than $100 over retail. But the Aluminiums, they're going up.
Yeah.
The Threes have gone up 150 since I bought mine.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about trying to double up because I've been wearing mine quite a bit. So if you're going to get the Threes, you need to jump on that before they get out of reach.
They damn near out of reach. If I can be 100, they're damn near out of reach. Unless I sell something, which I might do that too, man. I might sell some shoes I got to kind of make up the odd. I don't know. We'll see.
I hear you. All right. Well, nice pickup, Irv. Is that what you got this week?
That's all I got, man. That's all I got. Scarlett is sitting over here, but she don't want to get in the camera.
Hi, Scarlett. How about you, Matt? What you got this week?
Just a couple things. So obviously last week we got these bad boys, Cool Gray 11s. I mean, very classic shoe. I mean, not much. I mean, QC is really good on these. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything bad. I haven't really seen anything on socials about people complaining about
I haven't either
or anything like that. So I mean, that's pretty cool. And then another one I picked up, I got a raffle on the Yeezy Slides, the pure colorway. This one is actually different from the first release that came out. These kind of have the foam runner feel on it, the material, because the original ones have it's straight up flat, and this is I don't even know how to even describe this, but it's I don't even know what that is. It's kind of it's kind of like the foam runner material, but it's not straight up flat. I don't know how to describe it, but
that's right, because
they are different. Right? What's that?
You already have a pair, right?
Yeah, so they are different in that way. But yeah, these are smaller. I got a size 8, but these are tiny. I got to get a 9 or a 10. So these are definitely going on GOAT or something, but that's all I got.
Would you wear those to the park?
These? I wear them to, the ones I have now, I wear to the park for sure.
Well, see, I'm disappointed, Matt, because I did some Christmas shopping for you and I got a pair, but I thought I got your size.
What size is that?
3.
Oh. Oh, confirmed, right?
Yeah, I just threw it. So I
Is
got
that the
ochre
ochre
slides.
colorway?
This is the ochre.
Yeah. Is that one flat or is it like
I don't know. It's a little kid shoe, so it's
yeah.
it's really hard compared to my son had a pair of slides, and these are really hard. I don't. Yeah, they come up on confirmed. I entered for everything, and of course I got a useless size. Then Herb, man, I got the hookup. I told you about my friend Alexis, who works in the popcorn booth in New Orleans Square. She was working on Saturday. I went over to get just a refill popcorn, and she hooked me up with the new Christmas bucket.
Oh,
You know how much refills are? $5.25 because there's no refills at Disneyland.
Oh,
How much? $5.55?
$5.25. They don't do refills, so you just have
they
to
don't
buy
do
popcorn.
refills.
No refills.
They used to though, right? Or no?
No, they did on the pass holder buckets sometimes, but not these. But this is a pretty cool bucket. So I appreciate her hooking me up. She's always super nice when I see her. So I think my wife and kids think it's hilarious that I know somebody who sells popcorn at Disneyland.
I mean, that's not a bad hookup though.
It's
Not at all.
Yeah, one time we were in line and I waved at her and she like holds up a thing of popcorn and like points at it. I'm like, whatever. And the guy behind me is like, how do you get that? come every weekend.
Basically.
So yeah, it was a slow week for me. I think my year is done. I am in the draw for the reflective belugas tomorrow. And if I get those are of course going to my son because he's all about the 350s still. But anyway, all right. So we cleared the floor. Chris, just blow us out of the water. Go for it.
Okay, so mind you, this is not just from this week. This is from like before I went on vacation. A lot of the shoes shipped to my house while I was on vacation.
Yeah, how many boxes did you have waiting for you when you got home?
So I had 5, one per shoe, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
I'm not complaining at all. But this first one I was really upset at because I was waiting for it to go on clearance at the Adidas store, but I put a bid on StockX just because you know how like you just randomly put a bid on StockX. Sure. But I put a bid on StockX for like $80, and then I got these. But I'm not that I wanted them, but definitely they were gonna hit the Adidas outlet for like $40 or something like that.
I think Earth's got 3 pairs. He could have hooked you up with one.
Jeez, 3, man.
I only got 2. I should get another though. If they hit $40, I'm damn sure gonna have 3.
I forgot I have.
Matt, you got 3, right?
No, well, okay. Well, I actually hit 4, or maybe it was 3. I did hit 3. I had to return one. And then I
was
went
damaged,
one,
right?
and then I totally forget. Like I was just checking my storage closet right now, and I was like, oh yeah, I still have another pair of the Super Terps, and they're just sitting back there. It's a size 9, so if anyone needs, let me know. I got you.
Yeah, TBDH shopper.
Yeah.
So that's shoe number 1. The second one that I got was the reverse goldenrods, the Dunks. It's kind of weird. They have like the suede material going on.
I was gonna say they look fuzzy.
Yeah, they're definitely fuzzy.
It's supposed to be like grip tape a little bit, or no?
No, definitely not. It's definitely suede, but yeah, not a big fan of these, but a cop is a cop.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got these. Now I hate Air Force One shoes, but I do like customizing stuff. So I pulled these one off the Nike website. The gum sole. I'm a sucker for gum soles.
Yeah,
gum
triple white. You could do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna customize those?
Yeah. So this is if you've seen like Texas football Instagram page, they have like Texas Air Force One shoes. Like they had official shoes on the Nike ID website like 3 or 4 years ago, but now they don't. So these are going to be some Texas shoes. I do UTSA, but UTSA is an Adidas affiliated school, so that'd be kind of weird. The other shoe, now I caught 2 pairs of these. Matt knows.
Yeah.
These are atrocious, man.
That's the Golden Girl dunk, right?
Yeah, the Golden Girl Dunks. And it comes with the gold laces right here. Cop 2 of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. And I hate reselling stuff, so they're probably gonna just sit in my closet for a while. And then these ones, these might be sneaker of the year. They're definitely not sneaker of the year for me, but I can see a lot of other people
Air Jordan 1
Oh.
box.
The shiny box.
You ready?
Team early.
Ready?
Oh wow,
Mm.
damn.
Oh my goodness, the patent breads.
There they are.
What do you think in hand?
Yeah, they're cool. I like them a lot. To be honest, I've been looking at a lot of videos about how to deglaze them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I've seen one and it looked really, really good. It looked
Yeah.
like vintage almost. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna deglaze them or just keep them as is, but
Yeah, well, I see they're not laced, so you haven't put your foot in it yet, have you?
no, I haven't, not yet.
I was wondering if they fit the same being patent like that, if the leather's got a different give to it or anything.
So all my patent one shoes fit like a normal Jordan 1 shoe. I've never had a problem with patent
Okay.
one shoes, or yeah, patent 1 shoes, but it's very unbreathable.
I just don't know if I could do that shoe, man. I just don't.
They glossy, man. That's a glossy
Yeah.
ass shoe.
Wedding
Yeah.
shoe.
Wedding
Yeah.
I
shoe,
invited
for
to
sure.
like 2. I'm definitely copping those for sure for wedding season.
Yeah.
Well,
think
I'm gonna
there's-
try to get them. I mean, I'll throw a couple of entries in to try to get them, but I'd just like to see them in hand.
I think there are going to be not a lot of pairs, but I think it's going to be a reasonable amount of pairs available. So I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy cop, but
Nothing's an easy cop anymore.
unless you have a YouTube channel.
We do.
Yeah, right.
we got a different subscriber count.
But yeah, that was my weekly pick.
Working on it.
All right, man. That's nice. Nice. Thanks for sharing that with us. All right. Well, let's jump into fit of the week. And every week we pick a post where we were tagged or someone's used the hashtag KicksattheCastle. And this week it is the Hype Disney. We got Carl out in front of the theaters last night, seeing Spider-Man No Way Home. He's got the Panda Dunks and Spider-Man tee. Actually, it was he took it from somebody else, man. It was already set, and we just thought that was a great fit, and also very, very timely with the release of the movie. So he stole it. Carl, man, thanks for tagging us. If you'd like to be featured, use the hashtag KicksattheCastle in your Disney Fit Picks, in park or not. All right, so now we're going to jump into Land versus World, where each week we pick a landmark or an aspect of Walt Disney World or Disneyland Resort, and we decide which park has it better. This week I want to talk Toontowns, and more specifically, is Disney World better off for giving up their Toontown for the Fantasyland expansion, or how about Disneyland now that we are going to get a Toontown makeover and the addition of Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway? Which park fared better with that? So let's let Chris kick it off. Chris, man, what do you think?
I love Toontown, especially like growing up with Tokyo Disneyland. Like Toontown was a pretty big deal. Like whenever you saw a commercial about Tokyo Disneyland, it was really focused about Toontown. And again, I know I said this on the last podcast, but we used to have a TV show that was focused on Toontown. So I definitely felt some type of way going to Disney World and not seeing Toontown. I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me. I always forget that it's not a thing at Walt Disney World every time I go. And I do love that addition to Toontown in Disneyland. It's a great addition. It's going to be adjacent to what, Roger Rabbit?
It's kind of next to it. So like
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit will be on the right, Robert, as you're walking in, Roger Rabbit's on the far right hand of Toontown. It's more straight ahead as you go into the underpass.
Yeah.
That's where it's located.
Yeah, I'm excited for that for sure. Comparing it to the Minnie and Minnie in Walt Disney World, I kind of missed the what was it there? The great
movie ride.
the great movie ride. Like I don't think Mickey and Minnie fits in that theater, or not that it doesn't fit in that theater. I think Great Movie Ride was meant for that theater. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, it does, because it's the Grauman's Chinese Theater. So I mean, that's right. That's what it's for, movies.
Yeah. So
You get
like
that.
to me, I would have, and I know Irv's kids are on the Muppet thing. I feel like they should just demolish the entire Muppets area.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Hot take. That's a hot
make
take.
make that a Toontown over there and put Mickey and
Wow.
Minnie's over. That's what it should have been to me.
Wow. Chris coming in hot.
I mean, Mickey and Minnie's at the Chinese Theater. It's definitely a good ride, but that building was for a Great Movie Ride.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right, Irv, I got to let you respond.
All right. So I mean, I Can't understand what he says about that. I think that when they introduced Mickey and Minnie and said it was going in that spot, I was like, bro, out of the millions of spots to put this ride, why would you put it there? But in relation to like Walt Disney World not having a Toontown, it really doesn't bother me. If I can be 100.
Really?
No, I mean, and I
Is
guess
that, let me ask you this. When you started doing Disney World, was Toontown already gone?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So you don't have it, you don't have any recollections of it with being there.
Nothing to miss.
Okay.
Nothing to miss. I am new Fantasyland kind of guy. You dig?
Okay. All right. I see where you're coming from.
And I mean, and it kind of like it gives me a reason to when I go to Disneyland, something to be excited for. I feel like that's one of the, as much as I like, talk shit about Disneyland, I like the differences because you know what I mean. That's one thing that keeps me excited about wanting to go. And that was one of the places I wanted to go the most was Toontown. You know what I mean? Roger Rabbit was one of my favorite movies growing up. That's one of the main things I wanted to do. And not having it here is kind of like exciting to me. You know what I mean? Because if it was here, I want to say I'll be over it, but you know what I mean? Like it loses that newness, and it's still like that to me.
Matt, did you guys have Roger Rabbit ride there?
Nope.
No, so you didn't have it. So what was in Toontown?
Wasn't it just Go-Go Gadget Coaster? Oh no,
I think so. Yeah.
Barnstormers.
I don't know what ride it was before Goofy's, but yeah, I think that was, or the Barnstormer. But I think I think it was just the little houses and all that.
So what do you feel about not having a Toontown in Magic Kingdom?
Man, I miss Toontown. I miss Toontown so much.
Well,
I mean, I do agree with Irv. Like, I do look forward to seeing it in Disneyland because, I Toontown over Storybook Circus. Although that's where they sell the pickles, so that's like the only good thing I have Storybook Circus. but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go to Disneyland. They definitely got it back because I mean, Mickey and Minnie's is going into Mickey's Toontown, and Mickey and Minnie's over here. This is the Chinese theater like that. Like it's perfect for Disneyland.
Yeah. So to me, I really like the Fantasyland expansion because not only you got a top tier ride, right? You got Seven Dwarfs out of the deal, but you also got a nice restaurant. You got Be Our Guest. I feel like Gaston's is so far in the back. There's nothing really around that though. So, and honestly, Little Mermaid, why didn't they put like, what is the Little Mermaid thing at Hollywood Studios? Like, isn't there a building for her?
The show.
Oh, that was the show.
The show it was right now, I think.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, why didn't I felt like Mermaid could have gone over there. Like it didn't need to be there. I don't know. Like I said, I hope that our Toontown expansion adds a dining option. They had a little bit of quick serve there. And I agree. Like, I mean, how do you have Disneyland without having a place where Mickey Mouse lives? I mean, right? I mean, because it's all about, it started with the Fab Five, right? And that's where they all live in Toontown. And I know they vacationed in Florida, and I think that was the concept of the Toontown in Florida. But I think the fact that we're getting, that ride is awesome, and I think we're getting a bigger version. I've heard that our footprint is bigger, and there's going to be an extra room in the ride. I don't know if that's true or not, Irv. We'll find out. But then we'll have the better version of that, and we'll have Toontown. So that's like win-win to me. But I'm not mad at. Again, I'm not mad at Disney World because I like going there and seeing something different and having the mine train there. I've eaten at Be Our Guest twice. It was very nice. I don't know that I need to go again. And Gaston's got some nice buns. I don't know. Chris, did you hit the buns when you were there?
Nice buns? What?
Well, yeah, the Gaston's buns.
No.
Oh, I did, man. He's got big buns.
So I just Googled it. Toontown at Disney World, it was only the Barnstormer. That was the only ride. And then the train.
Okay. So sounds like Disneyland wins. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I want to say it's a win. What did they win?
The Mickey and Minnie expansion.
Yeah,
no, I didn't agree to that.
You didn't agree to that? Do we need a show of hands again, Irv? You always lose when we do that.
No, man, we don't have to do that. I'm just saying.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas. I won't do that to you.
Yeah, we're just even, right? It was just a conversation.
It was a conversation. It was a conversation that tilted heavily towards Disneyland. So, All right, well, let's jump into cheat code. Each week we come up with some trips and tips to help you out with your park trips and sneaker cops. And it is time to talk about Genie Plus because I believe Chris has some experience. I've had some experience. And honestly, Genie Plus kicked off at Disneyland this past weekend. I did not buy it at Disneyland, but I can tell you as a park guest that did not buy it, the wait times were severely impacted. So it's interesting. So why don't we start off with Chris again? Chris, how was your experience with Genie Plus?
So for all your viewers, I don't have an AP pass or anything like that. And to be honest, I really don't care about the AP status, especially me. I'm trying to get on the ride. So I'm good when I take a vacation, when I'm going to Disneyland or going to Disney World, my objective is just to get on the ride. And if I have to pay that extra $15, I can see your AP ass in line and I'm just gonna keep going down that lightning lane and enjoy myself on that ride. Yeah, I think Genie Plus, it at first, when I first saw it, the naming convention is absolutely terrible. Bob Chapek needs to just do something with that naming because I get confused with Genie, I get confused with Genie Plus, and I get confused with Lightning Lane. So me and my partner, we were just like, I was saying, hey, did you get the Genie Plus? He means, oh, you mean the Lightning Lane? I'm like, no, the Genie Plus. And so naming conventions need to be reworked. They should just go back to Max Pass and all that stuff. It'd make it easier for everyone else, but whatever. So yeah, I enjoyed Genie Plus. I didn't do the suggestions that were made out on the app. I just picked and choose whatever I wanted and we went about our day.
Did you look at any of the suggestions?
No, because
I did, and I found them ridiculous. I found the suggestions absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I didn't, because before we went on the trip, we were doing a lot of research. We watched that Defunctland video about Fast Pass history, which was super interesting in how you take like 20 people from standby, or no, 20 people from fast lane and then one person from stand. That was just super mind-blowing. Not that I didn't know that already from working at SeaWorld or Six Flags, but it was just crazy to see it, someone actually put it into the video and release it into the public. So that was pretty awesome. But where was I getting up? Yeah, I bought into Genie Plus, didn't do any of the suggestions. We went about our day. Our main objective really was to just hit those really big attractions. We were there at Rope Drop. We hit those big attractions like your Space Mountains, like stuff like that. And then we tackled everything else within the parks, like the little things, and went from there.
Well, let me ask you this. So how many park days did you have?
So we were at Disney for 4 days total.
And how many of those days did you actually pay for Genie Plus?
The first day we were at Hollywood Studios. So that's where we were kind of like, we didn't know if we wanted to buy into it or not. And Hollywood Studios, looking at like forecasted schedule, it didn't look like it was going to be like super crowded at the park. So we just played it by ear. And I kind of wish we would have bought Genie Plus that day. But to be honest, we did everything in that park in that one span of time. Like, it wasn't a bad day for us. We rode Ride of the Resistance twice. We rode Slinky Dog, I think, twice. We rode Hollywood Tower Terror once.
So you got it done without having to pay any extra money.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what about Animal Kingdom? Did you buy it at Animal Kingdom?
So Animal Kingdom was our what was that? That was our very last day. We did buy Genie Plus that day just because we knew there wasn't a lot of things happening in Animal Kingdom. It's just Flight of Passage and then the River Journey and Everest. So yes, we used it there. We just started tagging everything left and right that we could tag. Of course, Flight of Passage was not on Genie Plus. Yeah, it was a really easy day at Animal Kingdom. We killed that part. We got there at Road Drop. We killed it at like 11:30, and we still had so much time to kill.
Did you Lightning Lane Flight of Passage?
We didn't do Lightning Lane Flight of Passage. We actually stood in the queue line. Queue line posted at 90 minutes, but we got through the line in 30.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Good stuff.
That's
yeah.
good.
And then Navi River Journey. That's the Genie Plus one. I think the only line that we stood in at Animal Kingdom was Everest, but that's a 5-minute wait. That was walk on in the morning. So
okay, nice. And so Magic Kingdom,
we did buy Genie Plus. We tagged everything with Genie Plus. We didn't buy anything Lightning Lane over there. Our longest queue line for that was Jungle Cruise at about 30 minutes. So
Okay.
it wasn't a bad day at all.
And then Epcot, did you Genie Plus at Epcot?
So no, we didn't do Genie Plus that day.
Did you do any lightning lanes?
Not at Epcot, no.
Okay. So I can tell you my experience with it. I felt like Animal Kingdom was too small that it didn't warrant it. And especially if by getting there early, we got through it. I would have bought it if I was going to be at Hollywood Studios all day. I feel like it would have paid for itself. Magic Kingdom, I thought it was iffy if it was helpful or not. But my wife said it was, so I guess it was. But I can tell you, like the $11 and the $15, things just stack up. So at the end of the trip, I had spent $143 on the Genie services between Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes. And that was for 3 people. So I guess if it was only one, it wouldn't have been that bad.
What did you Lightning Lane?
So we actually started at Animal Kingdom, so I couldn't get a virtual queue for Ratatouille. So because we park hop there. So I Lightning Laned Ratatouille. I Lightning Laned Frozen. And then at Magic Kingdom, I Lightning Laned Seven Dwarfs.
Okay.
And so I actually saw a post today. It says that Magic Kingdom is going to remove the Lightning Lane designation from Frozen, Mickey Minnie, Everest, and Space Mountain. So there's only going to be one Lightning Lane in each park. They're going to transition those rides over to Genie Plus service, which I think that's a great move. Because I think everybody was scratching their head about Everest and Space Mountain. I mean, those rides don't have excessive waits to begin with. But for me, I feel like go into Haunted Mansion. When I get in line at Haunted Mansion over the last few months, I go, okay, the line's there. It's going to be 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And so I got in line thinking it was going to be about 35 minutes. The posted wait was 60. And with the advent of Lightning Lane, it was probably actually 65 minutes. So it added a good half hour wait, for all those people going in front. And I could see it at Buzz Lightyear. We went over there, and I can't remember what the posted wait was. It wasn't horrific, but you could see how long the Lightning Lane line was. Like it was backed up, maybe the ride had been down for a little bit. And having seen that Defunctland video, I knew they were going to clean that lane out. And we stood there for probably 15 minutes without moving.
Yeah.
While they basically emptied that lane, and then we started moving. So I really felt the standby lines longer based on that. And to me, like I said, I was there. I was only in the park for like 6 hours on Saturday. Wouldn't have been worth spending. And that's the other thing. Disneyland, they want $20 instead of 15.
Yeah.
So
and yeah, I definitely feel sorry for like elderly people.
Oh man.
When we were at Epcot for rope drop, there was a couple next to us. They're probably like 70-year-old, but they were definitely not catching virtual queue line at Ratatouille or getting any of the Genie Plus items. And I like, if you are technologically inept, I definitely feel sorry for you.
Yeah, no, I saw that with Rise of the Resistance when it came out. There were some older people with their grandkids, and they're like, just flat out of luck. And
Right.
That's it. I like the fact that there is a standby line that if that's what you came there for, you could go do.
Right.
Because I actually experienced that on Avengers Campus opening day. I wasn't able to catch a queue for Web Slingers, so I was out of luck. I mean, being a pass holder, I can go back whenever and check it out. But it would have been nice to have the option had I wanted to wait an hour and a half that I could have. I'm not about that life. So, Matt, man, tell me, have you used Genie Plus? What is your experience?
Well, let's just say I just paid $15 for a filter. That's about it.
That's the only time I used it. Now that you mention that, I didn't even look for that. And I had it at Magic Kingdom, so I could have used the KicksattheCastle filter.
Yep.
Okay, how do I not know how to do that?
After you buy it, it's like it pops up in the menu.
I never saw
like where it says like my Genie Day and all that.
Okay.
It says like, I think it says like photo filter or something like that. And then you can choose from a bunch of filters. I remember there was like an Ursula one. There's a Genie one, and then the Cake Castle. I think that's the only one where it's like you had to be in the location.
Dang.
Yeah.
I missed out on that. I totally missed that. Chris, did you use that?
I didn't use it, but my partner used it, and it was pretty friggin' annoying. Because he's like, look, or but actually those are more tolerable than like the Disney Play games that when you're waiting in line.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I haven't done that.
I hate those Disney Play games because he's like, all right, you're player 2. I'm like, no, I'm not playing with you. So yeah, definitely I would prefer the filters over those stupid Disney Play games.
That's a separate app, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a different app.
Yeah, I've never I actually haven't looked at that.
Yeah, they had it plastered everywhere.
Oh, all right, man. Tell me what do you think?
I don't think I would ever do it. You know, Chris was like, he's waving at the APs. That's me. Me and my crew.
Okay, so Irv, let me ask you this: you're flying out to Disneyland with your family. Would you get it to maximize your day out here?
All right. So part of me is like, yes, you know what I mean? But like,
it's time, but for you, it's times 5.
see, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like the issue. And I think honestly, it would probably be a toss up between that and if they want to do something that was like lightning lane, and be like, bro, we can do one of these guys, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I would even like price my trip out to where I stay maybe like an extra day, especially somewhere like Disneyland. There's only 2 parks, right? I would rather stay an extra day and like
I like how you asked the question like you don't know.
Oh,
you only got 2 parks, right? We didn't pop when you guys didn't spot one up last week, did you?
Somebody listening might not know. They might assume that y'all have all these parks to where y'all always choose Disneyland for shit. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows it's only 2 parks. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily do the Genie Plus because I would probably just stay a day and then just park hop, me personally. But I don't know, man.
You know what? I'm not mad at that because you think about it, stay an extra day. I mean, you definitely get it all in at that point if you're there an extra day.
Yeah.
Because you guys just got it recently, right?
It just started last Saturday. Well, last Saturday was the first time I was there. It was open. I think it might have opened like Thursday or Wednesday or something like that.
Wasn't it down like the first day?
I heard it was, all the vloggers were out there. I think they had problems with it. But when I was there Saturday, I was looking at the recommendations, like, because I wasn't going to pay for it. So I was just looking at the Yeezy recommendations, and they're like, the Dapper Dans are playing in 5 minutes. And like, that's actually cool because I don't know their schedule, but like, there's all these things to do, and you're going to direct me to Dapper Dan.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing to watch right now on YouTube. Just watching YouTubers like Freshly Baked go into the park and letting Disney or Genie decide the whole day for them, and they just like their rules is they have to go with what the app says. So those have been interesting videos.
They're on Casey Juniors. They're no, it's so I honestly I think we were better off. I feel like we were better off with no fast pass. You know, having lived, you know, I don't know, when did the parks reopen? May or something like that out here. Having lived 7 months without it, I was okay with not having it. And
but at the same time, wasn't it closed off to the rest of the world? It was just California residents.
You know, for a time, I want to say that ended towards the end of summer. But I mean, even November, like I was fine with the lines. Like it always felt like standby wasn't that bad. It felt like they always inflated the wait time. So whatever they told you it was always less. I really like that. You know, I mean, I kind of got used to that. So the fact that I got into a line that said 60 and it took 65, I mean, I was like, you know, I was kind of expecting 45 kind of thing. So
lie to me.
Yeah. It's, you know, it's all about setting expectations, right? If they had said 90 and I got it at 65, I'd have been happy. Anyway, so I think it's one of those things. I think that maybe if you're traveling, it's worth it, you know, to you know, like you got a short trip and you want to maximize. I think it's a good way to go. But I think the locals will probably just pass on it because, you know, I'll be able to ride Guardians of the Galaxy some other time. Anyway, all right, well, that's it for cheat code this week. So let's catch up with trips on property with trips and drips. And who wants to lead off? I know Chris has got 4 days to unload. I don't know, Matt, you want to jump in? I think I saw you shoot some content, man.
Yeah. So on Wednesday, Jeremiah, I don't know for those listening, Jeremiah, who was on our episode or on the show a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, probably, he hit me up because I guess he's leaving Disney soon. So he was like, yeah, man, I want to go to the parks for like one last time as a cast member. And then so we went to Animal Kingdom and we rode Everest, which you know, I'm getting kind of old now, so like it
Dude,
Yeah.
that is Everest is so much smoother than Matterhorn.
Yeah. But yeah, we rode Everest and we rode Dinosaur. What I wear there? Oh, I wore the Hyper Royals, and then we hopped over to Epcot, and we're literally there for probably less than 45 minutes. Like all we really did was go on Mission Space, the more intense one. And we went to Club Cool to get some sodas, and then that was it.
Get some Beverly.
No, actually I didn't. I literally went straight for the Royale and I forgot what the one from Korea one. It's like the apple lychee juice. Just those two. Those two are my favorite. So I just went straight to for those.
That Royale be hitting.
Yeah, Royale's good.
You know what's funny is you mentioned it, that I just now realized that I didn't go to Club Cool when I was there. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, man, you gotta go. And then yesterday or Thursday, we did a little resort hopping. We had lunch at Polly. I got the nachos, which I haven't had in forever. I forgot how good they were. And then Emily got like a kid's cheeseburger, I think. Yeah, and fries. And then we hopped over to Grand Floridian to check out the gingerbread houses and the Christmas decorations. We just picked up a couple gingerbread cookies, which were good. I don't know how good they are compared to Disneyland. So, I mean, they're pretty good. And after that, I just took some pics, which you guys will see later this week. And that's it. Oh, wait. Actually, I'm not going to say what I wore because that's you guys will see.
All right. Nice. What about you, Irv, man? I know that you are counting it down to being blacked out. So I am assuming you went 7 days.
Wrong. I am tired and I'm lazy. We only went we went twice. Yeah. So last Sunday we went to Epcot. We rode Ratatouille again, like I said, which I'm not a fan of that ride.
That mop spit get you in the face.
So like me and my wife were riding there, so we're waiting for the mop scene. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get sprayed with it. So I'm like holding my hand, trying to figure out where the water's coming from. And you do not know it comes from up top because I'm holding my hand like everywhere, and the mop comes. I'm like, bro, what the? So then it goes to the other scene, and I'm looking up, and then just water hits me right on my glasses. I'm like, I will bring a hat next time because I know where the water comes from. While we were over there, we watched the Beauty and the Beast sing-along show, which I'd never watched before. It was kind of like the Frozen sing-along, except there are no people. There's just the show.
Oh, they play the movie?
Yeah, well, it's not the real movie. It's like some version where LeFou is like the hidden hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so confused, and like they have like Mrs. Potts telling the story, and she's like, "Oh, what you didn't know in the background," and they got like LeFou doing all this random stuff that he did not do. So that was that. We walked around. We let the kids pretty much see all the Santas that they had out. We did that. We stopped at the Canadian Pavilion for the first time. It's funny because we was talking about earlier how it smelled over there. We passed like the Yukon. And I was like, I do not want to go in here. But Levi had a project and he needed to get like some stuff from the Canada Pavilion. So I walked all through there and did all that shit. And yeah, I wouldn't go back to the Canada.
Did you get like a Molson beer or anything like that?
No, nothing at all. I just walked around. We was going to see the show, but we ended up missing it by like a minute. And I guess they run like every 15 minutes. And the dude was like, "You going to wait?" I was like, "Fuck no, I'm not going." What did I wore? Oh man, so I wore those up tempos, 96 up tempos. Man, I would never wear those to a park again. They are like combat boots.
They're bad.
They were heavy, man. They weren't necessarily uncomfortable, and I never broke them in. You know, like basketball shoes like that, you need to like break them in, and I probably wore them like twice.
Big shoe, man.
Man, bro, like I would never wear them to the parks again. That was it for Sunday. Cause like I said, I was really ready to go. The kids kind of was dragging me around everywhere. And then yesterday, me and Tab went to Magic Kingdom yesterday morning. I wore the Russian Room patterns again. I wear patterns like maybe 4 out of 7 days of the week, probably. I don't know, man. And then my wife was like, "It's shoes everywhere. Pick your shoes up." I'm like,
shit everywhere.
There's shit everywhere. It's like the same four. I just take them off in different rooms. So we wore the restroom patterns. We didn't do anything. We chilled on Main Street. Oh, I got that peanut butter cookie pie from Magic Kingdom.
Saw that, man. That looked good.
That was delicious.
About 2,400 calories, probably.
I don't even count. I wouldn't even know. I'm sure because it was like this thick. Like it was super thick. And it's like real peanut butter cookie. So it was like, you know, that chewy kind of peanut butter cookie, the M&Ms, man. I didn't think I would eat it all in one sitting, and I did. It was that good. We left there and okay, so yeah, she wanted to go to the Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar.
Oh, the Hanger Bar, right?
Yeah, it's like a holiday bar now. So we wanted to do that before because the kids' last day of school was today. So we won't be able to enjoy it without them. So we went and did that. I ate at Deluxe Burger. I'll talk about that in the next section. Oh yeah, but the Hanger Bar, it was pretty cool, man. I've never been there before. The decorations are pretty dope. Tab got a Cosmo, which I guess like a regular Cosmopolitan, except like, I don't know, it had like red kind of sugar around the rim. It was decent. I got it old fashioned as usual. It was pretty good though.
Well, so what was up with that glass? Like a tilted glass or something?
It was so like when she brought it to me, and we went to Wine Boy George, and I had like 2 of those Prosecco's, whatever the hell they called.
So you already
like,
twisted?
I might be drunk, right? I don't know. I hadn't eaten yet. All I had was like a cookie, so like I could be drunk. She comes with this glass, and I'm like, don't hand that to me. Sit it down. And then she's like, oh, that's just the way it made. So it was like a slimming glass, but it was a nice size drink too. Because, you know, usually when I get an old fashioned, it's like, you know, the shorter types of glasses. So it was a nice size drink. I think it was like $14. Wasn't a bad price. It was good. And I think that was it, man. Oh yeah, we went by Black Pig too. Because she wanted to try the macaroni and cheese, and I tried the Brussels sprouts, and they were banging. It was $6 too, so that's a good little sidebar. That's it, man. And now looking back, I wish I would have gone more because I'm blacked out starting today, and I should have went today. The plan was
you're blacked out starting today.
Today was the last day I could have went. After the movie, it was Craig's birthday. We went out after the movie last night, and so. The theater's like an hour from my house. I knew this going into it. So it's like right after that, he's like, we're gonna go get some drinks. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna get one drink, then I'm gonna go home. But I had a meeting at like 7 o'clock this morning. Of course, I get over there and I start drinking and stuff. And I look down, it's like 1:30. I'm like, damn, I played myself. Gotta drive, I got an hour to get home. I gotta wake the kids up in the morning. So like I had fun last night, but I just wish I would have kept on time. I had a long night, you know. So I didn't go to Hollywood Studios today. I was gonna do my meeting, get changed, go to Hollywood Studios. I did my meeting and I fell asleep on the couch. Like literally woke up like right before it was time for me to pick the kids from school. I was like, well, there we go. That's the day.
Nice. Well, I made a quick run on Saturday. I went Jordan 3s in the Midnight Navy colorway. It was my first time getting to do the Small World holiday overlay because they flooded the thing when they did the changeover.
Oh yeah.
So I think it opened when I was at Disney World. So that was the first time I got to ride it. So that'll be probably the last time I ride it for a good 9 months. I'm not a big Small World guy, but you gotta do it every now and then. I was glad that you guys' janky version of Space Ranger Spin didn't mess up my Galactic Hero skills. So I was able to achieve that. We got there late, wasn't able to have breakfast again. Man, it always pisses me off when I get a late start because I like having the breakfast burrito now that they got it back at the Galactic Grill. So we ended up hitting the docking bay. My wife got that chicken again. And I've run through everything on the menu. I don't really like anything there. So I got a Ronto wrap and brought it next door. And I was very happy with my choice because I enjoy a good Ronto wrap. We had a few rides. Like I said, I think we did Jungle Cruise, did the Mansion, didn't do a whole bunch. Peter Pan was ridiculous to wait. I didn't wait for Peter Pan. I kind of wanted to ride it since your guys' version was fresh in my head, which is always way better. But
so much better.
It is, yeah. It's ridiculous how much better it is. We had a good time. Like I said, it was a really quick trip. We were out of there before dinner. I think we hit In and Out on the way home as usual.
Trash.
Oh, wow. Dang. Easy. I was in the Austin airport. I didn't see any good food choices there, man. That's all I got to say.
The Austin airport?
Yep, we changed planes in Austin.
The Austin airport has so many local options. And a lot of those they're like really highly rated restaurants, like out in the city. Like the ones in the airport, they're just duplicate versions of those that are in the
You have to
city.
let me know. I think I'm switching planes in Austin coming home from Pittsburgh for some reason. So you have to give me a recommendation.
Okay. Juliet for sure.
Okay. So what else did I do? So I wore the origin story ones to go see Spider-Man last night. Had to do that. And then kind of not really Disney adjacent, but we went and saw the Grinch stage show at the Old Globe Theater this past weekend. And I took the Jordan 1 center court blacks out for a spin. That's my dress sneaker kind of. But yeah, it was kind of a quick trip. I'm actually going to Disneyland tomorrow. I'm not blacked out or got it's our anniversary. It'd be my 28th wedding anniversary tomorrow. So
congrats, bro.
Thank you. We're looking forward to a nice
Congrats.
dinner at Wine Country Trattoria. I've never eaten there before, but I will be enjoying a nice steak because I see that's on the menu. Sorry, Irv, no vegan option for me.
Get you a portobello mushroom, bro. I'm sure they got one.
All right, I'll check it out. So all right, as with the pickups, we have cleared the floor. Chris, tell us about your trip, man.
Man,
You can leave out that not Cinderella Castle.
oh, what? But that was the best part of the whole vacation.
Actually, you could tell me about it, but I don't know anything about that part. So
Really? Like you haven't even been to the version that's over there?
no, I haven't been to Universal. I think I was in middle school, and that was a really long time ago.
I mean, I think you owe it to yourself to check it out. I'm not saying like convert. I mean, I'm definitely not a Universal. I'm not on that train, but it's definitely nice to remind me of what not to do sometimes, you know?
Well, you know what? Honestly, when I go to Florida this summer, I'm going to spend some extended time there. I plan on going to Universal once while I'm there.
Okay.
Because for me to go to Universal here, and actually I wanted to do it at Christmas time because they do the Grinch thing here.
Yeah.
So I think next Christmas, my wife and I are talking about driving up and getting a hotel because it's a 2.5 hour drive. That's a little far for a day trip.
Yeah.
So I think we are definitely planning on doing it next year.
Sounds good.
But sell me on it. What do I need to do when I go?
So Universal, I mean, I don't know anything about the Hollywood one, but the Florida one's pretty amazing. They just opened up Velocicoaster. My background is I love roller coasters. I'm a thrill seeker. Like Disneyland is more for nostalgia for me, but like anytime I get a chance to go to a Cedar Park, a Six Flags, or a Busch Gardens, like I will take that opportunity to go. Unfortunately, this time I didn't get to go to Busch Gardens, but yeah. So Universal.
Do I need to buy a wand to enjoy my trip?
You don't need to buy a wand,
Okay.
especially since they're at $60 a pop.
Oof.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. It's funny because I actually have two wands.
That was my next question.
So I have two wands. He has one, and we bought these things like when Hogwarts first opened at Universal Orlando, and surprisingly it still works. And if your wand doesn't work anymore, they'll exchange it out for free. So that's the pretty cool thing. So I mean, at least you're getting your 60 money's worth. It is not just gonna die.
See, Irv's keeping track, and he knows that if he goes and he's gonna be 180 in before he ever does anything because he's gonna have to buy each of the kids a wand.
Oh, don't even let those kids wands. Just don't let them know.
I'm trying to hold out, man. And Carter asks me about it. You know, Carter's 11. He's like, "When we go to Universal?" I'm like, "Man, give me a little time with my money, bro. Just a little longer before we do that."
Or just get like one of these...
Carter, we can't go because Daddy needs the Aluminium Threes.
If I can put it plainly.
What you can do is get like one of those fancy boxes from like Amazon, and then just get the regular wood ones they just sell, like no RFID chip or anything. And they just hand it to it.
Yeah.
You might be able to find a Hogwarts wand on eBay.
Oh, you probably can. Yeah, you probably can. That's a good idea. And you could probably switch it up at Ollivanders, and then they'll give you a brand new one too. Yeah, just look for broken ones on eBay. So, yeah, if you've never been to Universal, definitely Hogwarts is an experience. I will say, I was really upset because the last time I went to Universal is when Hogwarts opened. So going back on this trip, you could see like how Disney takes care of their rides, and then you go to Universal. It's just like you could see like the deterioration.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like the projectors were not firing on all cylinders. The animatronics at Disneyland, they're all like smooth and whatnot. And then you go to Universal, they're like, it's just up. And it left a really bad taste in my mouth. But I mean, if you can get past all of that,
Matt,
smooth sailing.
Matt, that's got to be the promo. But I don't know. I don't know how to name the episode that, but that's got to be the promo.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, we were really sad, especially when we went on the Hagrids ride. So we had never gone to the Hagrids ride before, the motorbike, and just seeing like Hagrid and then all the animals just looking very robotic and not smooth. It was just kind of like, oh, like this is my first time riding this ride, and this is what I'm experiencing. Nah, we can't have this. But
So how is the ride on Hagrid's? Like, is it
good? It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Is it a different? Is it a noticeably different experience doing the motorcycle versus the sidecar?
Yeah, it is. So we rode that ride twice, and the queue line length stated 75 minutes. We got through the queue both times in under like 50 minutes. The first time I went in the car. Long was like, oh, you'll get the bike. And then when we get to the front, he jumps on the bike. I'm like, yeah. So I'm sitting in the car, and it's actually pretty cool sitting in the car because you get to look at everything. Not that you can't do that on the bike, but it's just like you're very close to the track. And then when you get on the bike is a pretty cool position too, because you're up above, you see everything, you see more of the animatronics, more of the brush and whatnot. Personally, I like the sidecar better than I like the motorcycle one, just because I have the seat and I could put all my crap inside the car.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely the sidecar was.
Matt, you've done both. What do you think?
I like the bike better.
Yeah,
just because you have more of the feel, and like when you're going through the whoop-de-doo things, the side things, it's like, yeah, I like that feel better for
fair
sure.
enough. So which drop do you think is better, the drop on Hagrid's or the drop on Everest?
Like going backwards?
Wait, is there a drop on? Oh, there's not a drop on Everest.
I would say the backwards part in Everest is better. Actually, I don't know, because Hagrid's like you go up and then you're going down and it's faster. Yeah, I don't know.
And then like you're all in that spider cave or whatever it is, and then you just drop. Like I don't know. I think I love Everest, but I think I have to go with Hagrid's.
Wow.
For the theming and stuff, I would have to go with Hagrid's too.
Yeah.
It is a good coaster for sure.
Yeah.
So how's the Velocicoaster?
Velocicoaster was pretty awesome. Now, I didn't really expect too much being a Universal park, again, because I go to Busch Gardens. I go to like real roller coaster parks. So Velocicoaster actually exceeded my expectations. Like that was the smoothest ride I've ever been on. I've never been on a 0G roll. Do y'all know what a 0G roll is? Well, no. It's like a corkscrew. Okay. So normally your corkscrew on roller coasters, it goes like in circular fashion. Well, this one is just straight across, but the track twists like in the middle. Wow. That was like the craziest thing I've ever felt before. And I'm not a fan of corkscrews, but that 0G roll was freaking crazy.
So there's no twist. So it's just linear.
Yeah, it's just straight. Yeah, it's just linear. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. The theming, like I know the theming was about raptors, but I didn't even really see raptors on the ride. All I saw was a seat in front of me. And then the only time I saw something else is like when you're going up the hill and then you see the water, and then that's about it. But I didn't see any of the raptors jumping out, if there were any. But yeah.
So did you have the butterbeer? Because I hear that's the thing you got to get when you're there.
I'm not a fan of the butterbeer. It just tastes like a regular cream soda, and I don't appreciate standing in line for 30 minutes waiting for cream soda.
Wow.
But yes, we did stand in line for 30 minutes because of him.
Good to know. So what kind of food you have? Tell me about the eats.
Oh, at Universal?
Yeah.
I don't think we did anything. I think we killed that park actually. So we only did Islands of Adventures. We killed that park at we were there at Rope Drop, if you can say that. Yeah, we went there. Yeah, we were there at Rope Drop because they dropped it at Dr. Seuss Land, and you can enter Hogwarts. So we stayed there from Rope Drop all the way. We killed the park at 2:00 in the afternoon. We did everything that you could do at Islands of Adventures.
That's riding Hagrid's twice.
Yeah. That was a super easy day. In terms of eats, we didn't eat anything at Universal. After we left that park, we then went to go eat at some hot pot, all you can eat Korean barbecue place.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
that was pretty good.
So what are the highlights from Disney World? Oh, well, I need to know the park shoes. So go through the park shoe rotation.
Yeah. So the first day we got there, or the first park we went to was Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, pretty good stuff. What did we do there? Or what did I wear? So I wore the Jack Skellington shirt from Box Lunch, and then the Alma Manye, or not the Amelie May 14s. That was a dope fit. I planned that one for a while.
I believe that was fit of the week last week.
Yeah,
that was
Yeah.
those shoes. I thought they were going to be pretty uncomfortable at the park, but they actually held up pretty well. What did we do at Hollywood Studios? Oh yeah, the first thing that we did was Rise of the Resistance. That had like a 75-minute post time. We got through the queue line in like 40 minutes. I told Matt this ride was super disappointing. I was super upset. So we get through the queue line, cool stuff, whatnot. And then after the hologram appears, you go through the next door, and if you've been to Rise of the Resistance, you're supposed to go on the cargo ship that transports you, right? So it didn't happen at all. What happened was one of the attendants, they were like, go this way, just pointing, and then we go to like this regular office building looking thing. We go through the hallway, and it's just gray solid wall. It literally looked like my workplace. And then they tell us to go through another door, and we go straight into the room with all the stormtroopers. We didn't even go.
Wow. You didn't. That's like the whole experience.
And that's what I said. Especially, I've never been on that ride. I've just watched a bunch of POV videos. I'm like, W2F, man. Like, y'all just ruined my day. I need a refund.
I've never even heard of that either. Of like that part being like down.
Yeah,
wow.
That's crazy.
It was super mind blowing, and I'm so upset that I didn't film it, because I went on this trip with the intentions of not filming anything. Like, I didn't want to touch my camera at all, and I've been kicking myself that I didn't film any of this and going through the backstage.
I guarantee you that footage exists. Someone filmed it.
Oh, I'm sure it does now, but I was so pissed. Like, whatever. So we went through the ride. The ride was pretty cool. I could notice some things weren't working properly. Like when Kylo Ren walks towards you, he turns on his lightsaber. Didn't happen at all. We had the projection instead. I was super angry. And then the lightsaber that comes through the ceiling didn't happen at all.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. Man.
Wow.
I was super livid, and
you were bagging on Universal's animatronics.
I messaged Matt. I was like, Six Flags would never do this to me.
Yeah, I remember
that. I was super
bummer, man.
Yeah, I was livid, man. I was just, and there were other people on the ride too that were familiar with the ride setup. They're like, "What the fuck, man? Like, we really waited for this." And whatever.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but after that, we ate at Docking Bay. Long got the chicken, which was super dry.
That's what I feel about the chicken. Like, my wife really likes it. She always gets the gravy on the side, and I think she dunks it, is what she does.
Well, never getting the chicken again. And then I got the pork ribs, which were actually pretty good. To be honest, that was probably my favorite meal out of the entire trip.
I don't think we have pork ribs at ours.
No, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And Irv, I really tried to do the whole vegan thing. And then when you look at the prices, and I'm just like, I can't justify. No, I'm going with the meat option.
Hey, but you know what, bro? That's like my biggest argument. It's like, man, why am I paying the same price as everybody else, or more sometimes?
Yeah,
when I'm not eating that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. What else we do? We did the Hollywood, the Hollywood Tower of Terror, and I posted on my Instagram, like when you go on Guardian so many times, and you do the hand raise and whatnot. I like Hollywood Tower of Terror, but I'm definitely more partial to Guardians. And I wouldn't be upset if they just demolished that and put the Guardians.
Whoa!
Oh my!
Dang.
You hurt Nerve's heart. I can feel it.
Horrible, man. That's horrible.
I do feel like it may need an update, but dang, not that far, bro.
Nah, they can get rid of it. They can get rid of it. The only saving grace for that ride is the little elevator pull that it does when you go
That does
into
drive
little,
around. Yeah. That's
yeah.
kinda cool.
But after that, it's just like, okay.
Maybe they will give it an update since they got a movie planned. You know, they might give it some love.
Yeah, they give it a Jungle Cruise kind of vibe.
Or not. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Just bulldoze it.
All right. So what else? Any other highlights from studios?
From studios. Oh, we watched Beauty and the Beast for the first time. Never again.
Okay.
Are they still
lame
social
is it?
distancing?
How lame
Michelle?
is it they have a social distance version of a play? Yet I'm jammed in a theater elbow to elbow with people I don't know, but the people that work together every single day can't get 6 feet apart.
I don't think they were social distance. Everyone
No, they
looked.
are at the end. The beast is dying and Belle doesn't even get close to him.
Oh no, she was definitely all up on him.
Really?
Yeah,
When
she
I was
was
there.
up
She
on him.
didn't get very close to him. Maybe they updated. I don't know. Irv, man, when you get back in the parks, I need an update because I know you'll have
I'm
a
gonna check
secret
it out.
loss.
You know, that's my show.
That's your
That's
show.
especially-
Hey, I'm gonna stick.
Well, if he
beside
takes
it.
an L, he has to get an L first, and then
Well, he'll get an L between now and then. He's got those bread one patents that he's gonna take an L on.
Yeah, that was like my first time watching that show, and what killed me was the transition scene. Like there's no explanation with the witch. Yeah, they like just drop a curtain, and I was like, that's it.
It's one of those shows that's so bad, it's so good. I sit there and laugh through the whole thing, bro.
I enjoyed it. It's not a bad show.
You know, they've only got so much time to tell a story. They got to cut some corners. Right?
It was such a. Anyways, after that, I hate that show. Oh, where did we go after that? We went to Sunshine Day Bar. I don't drink, but Long got some of this Christmas drink. It was like blue and it had some LED markers on it. Not too sure what it was, but I think it's like blue curacao and coconut and other. I did get a Mickey pretzel. Man, why don't they have unsalted pretzels at any of the parks? Why is that not an option?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Unsalted pretzels?
That's a good question. though.
Yeah.
Can't you just flick? the
Well,
salt
at
off?
Disney, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh
You
no,
didn't
it's
brush
not a
off?
thing at Disney, I don't think. I mean, in general, like, why is that not a thing?
Because the salt's the best part.
Shoot, no, I ain't trying to get high blood pressure. I'm black, man. I'm Filipino. Too. I'm black. What else did we do? So that was Hollywood Studios. Second day was Magic Kingdom. The highlight of the trip was supposed to be Our Guest. It was a good restaurant, but they had, I guess their whole specialty is like a special wine. Like they have wines specially made for that restaurant or something. I guess y'all can explain more onto that, but they didn't have the wine. It's like, what's the point? And so they gave him like a flight of like generic house wines. So Long was really pissed. He's an alcoholic, mind you. He was like,
so what meal did you guys order? So
he ordered I think pork, and I ordered filet mignon or something like that.
okay,
It was pretty good.
I had the filet when I was there, and I thought it was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had the lobster bisque, and then he ordered the charcuterie plate. Dessert, I don't even remember what the dessert was. It was like a raspberry macaroon, I think a lemon curd, and then the gray stuff.
Right, in the white chocolate cup.
So we had a chocolate cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know everyone hypes the gray stuff, but I do not get it.
I think they changed it because when I had it, it was great. It was on like a shortbread cookie.
Uh-huh.
It was so good.
Yeah, they serve it in a chocolate cup. At least they
It's
did this
been a
season.
while since I've been there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, what confused me too was, so it was Long's birthday when we went, and he had everyone says happy birthday and whatnot, and then the guy shows up with this plate of gray stuff in Mickey form, and I'm like, in my head, am I supposed to like lick the plate? And I didn't know what to do with it. What do you do with a plate of icing? Like, you could at least put it on a cupcake or something.
Sounds like it was supposed to be like just decoration or something.
That's funny.
I mean, we took our spoons to it, but we were just like, okay. We were super confused.
That's funny.
What else did we do? Oh yeah, we met up with Matt, and I tried to get him. What did we go on? Oh, we went on Little Mermaid, which was I think the only ride we did together.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that long.
Yeah, that was pretty cool meeting you up in person. I tried to convince him to go on to Hall of Presidents. I had never been on Hall of Presidents before, but that like blew my freaking mind. That
I haven't done that either, and that's definitely on my list of things I need to do.
you should have done it. Like it's I haven't done the story time with Lincoln either, but the Hall of Presidents was pretty amazing, seeing all those animatronics going at the same time. And again, it's in smooth fashion, unlike Universal. So it was just, I really thought those people on stage were real. Like it was really convincing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. Do you want to know about the rest of my days? I can go on. Oh,
so
Space
let's go through the shoe rotation and you can hit some highlights. Like you did Space 2020, right?
Yeah, so Space 2020 was on 220 was on day 3. We went to Epcot then. I don't remember what I wore that day. Oh, I wore that this one. I wore this with some court purples. Nice. And I took a picture at the Geodesic Sphere, which was pretty dope. Space 220. That was a pretty cool restaurant. Have y'all been? Anyone?
I tried. Couldn't get in there.
You did a walk up, right?
Yeah, because you suggested to do a walk up. And it's funny because I saw reservations prior to going on the trip, and I didn't think to book it because I didn't think Long actually wanted to go to it. And then when we met you in person, he was like, "Why didn't you book it?" I'm like, "I didn't know, man. My bad." So we did the walk up. We came back at like lunchtime because that's when our reservation was. And it was pretty cool going up the elevator, like seeing you lift off from Florida, then going up to the space station. But then when you get into the space station, I don't know what y'all are expecting, but I was expecting something like futuristic, like because it's adjacent to Mission Space, I was expecting it to be something like that. But I liken it to more of like Tomorrowland Disney. So it's kind of like campy, kind of corny, But that's not to say that it was a bad experience at all. It was a great experience, but I just expected something totally different in my mind. And I didn't watch any videos on purpose. So prior to the trip. So
did you walk up and they gave you a reservation?
Yeah. So we just walked
up. Did you eat in the bar? Did you go to the restaurant or the bar?
No, we went to the restaurant. So they had the bar that was closest to the elevators, and then they had the rest of the restaurant. So what happened was we went up, we made a walk-up reservation. They gave us a time that they had availability for. They said between 12 and 3 o'clock. And then we just chose the earliest one so we could get the attraction day done. So yeah, it was actually pretty easy. I didn't think it would be that easy. I thought it was going to be a hassle.
What time did you go to do the walk-up?
So rope drop for us, I guess I think Epcot opened at 10 o'clock. So the restaurant opened at 11. So we had to kill an hour in line or doing something else until they would take up reservations.
Dang, so you got to get there early then to try to do a walk up.
Yeah, there was probably about like 15 people in front of us in line just waiting to get walk up reservations. But it was well worth it. Yeah.
Nice. And
so
any other dining highlights?
That's the only dining highlight after that. Right after 220, that's when we had that virtual queue for Ratatouille, which was pretty awesome.
You got the mop spit in your face.
Yeah, actually, I thought it was pretty cool. But when they tried to do it again later in the ride, it's like, no, you can't fool me again.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they totally telegraph it with that champagne bottle.
Yeah. I mean, but overall, I thought that was a good ride. But it kind of like I definitely think riding Mickey and Minnie diminished the ride value of Ratatouille. Like I definitely prefer Mickey and Minnie over Ratatouille.
I agree 1,000%. It was like the build up for Ratatouille. Like I really, like I said, I paid to go see it because I wanted to really experience it. And I was like, it was fun, but it wasn't as good as Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, let's move on to Irv's plant-based option of the week. Irv, man, you teased it before. Let's hear it, man. What you got for us this week?
I went to Deluxe Burger at Disney Springs and I got the plant-based Pacific Island burger. It was $12.49 and it's their own house-made plant-based patty. It came with cabbage, mushrooms, mango salsa, lettuce, dill pickles on a plant-based Parker House roll. It was good, bro. It was a very good burger. $12.50 is a good price. It doesn't come with any sides, so like that was like it came with some fries or something like that. But it's a good burger. I did the mobile order. It was ready before, like I did order. We left Magic Kingdom. I was there as soon as we parked the car in the Lime Garage, and by the time I got there, it was ready. It was good, bro. I was telling Tab that I hate that I feel like 80% of the options I have are like burgers, but it's like the main thing they like serve is like burgers and the sausage dogs. But that one was good, and like I said, it's not that impossible. I know that kind of the taste is not the best of some people, so like, but it was good. $12.50, and it's on Disney Springs. So if you don't have a park day and you want to go get something, it's a good option.
Get the AP discount on that?
No, sir. We don't get AP discounts on our mobile orders.
I don't know, man. Maybe they don't love you out there because we do.
How much your popcorn buckets refills?
Oh, all right. Well, thanks, Irv. All right, so let's jump into. We got a couple topics. So we're here at the end of the year. This is a tough task, especially for Chris, because I don't know how many shoes he bought this year. But let's run down our top 5 personal pickups of the years. So what did we get? Just not your shoe of the year. What's your top 5 pickups? I know what 3 Irvs are already.
Oh, see, they're not. I figured when I saw this, I was like, no, they're not. I'll go first. All right, so I didn't really put them in order, and I don't want to do that. So my Tinker Threes, I like those. My light lime green pre-days, I like those. I do have the Pattern Noise Aquas on there, and let's see, the Sean Witherspoon Super Terse, and my Auto Adapts. Those are my 5 pickups.
That's right. I forgot about the Auto Adapts. Have you worn those in the park yet?
I wore them like one other time to like.
And you wear them on your birthday or something?
Yeah, I wore my birthday and I wore them one other time. Now they just sit there on the charger.
All right, Matt, how about you, man? What do you got for your top 5?
I'm gonna have to go no specific order, but I'm gonna have to go with the Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royals. Those are ones that I really, really wanted. I want to get those on because they released like around my birthday. I thought I was gonna get like birthday look, but I did not. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get these Foam Runners. Shout out El Doggy for the alley oop on that.
Is that a sneaker?
Yeah, it's a cop. I had to go with the Aquapatas for me as well. I'm gonna have to say some Yeezy Slides too. Yes,
is that a sneaker?
I would consider it as a sneaker.
All right,
and the Super Terse.
Super Terse.
I was a lot more comfort this year for sure.
No, I like that. You know what? That's why I was like, I didn't want to do sneaker of the year because everybody's got the same stuff, but I just want to what means what to you. Now, Chris, I don't know if you can remember what you got in January all the way back, but
yeah, I don't actually. No, that didn't come out in January. So okay, if we're sticking with Soul Cops, this is probably my Grail Cop. This is not a 2021 release. This released way back when, but is the Baby Bear Dunks.
That's the baby. I was gonna say that's
2000.
Not the Grateful Dead dunk. That's one of the Bears.
I was like 2007.
Yeah. So I bought this year. I dropped like 1,000 on this shoe.
Whew.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever said that to anyone, but I did. I traded a lot of stuff that amounted to 1,000. I didn't give someone $1,000.
Yeah, so it's like it's a trade. That's how I like it.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not dropping $1,000 in cash for that shoe. But yeah, for the top 5, if this shoe doesn't count, here's my top 5 for 2021. So it's the Camcorder Dunks. This is a European exclusive, the VX1000. I love this shoe a lot, especially since I do a lot of the YouTube thing. I don't think this can't not have a mention, the Supreme Dunks.
Yeah.
It's a classic shoe. I wear my Pandas, like I've worn them to the ground, but before I even got the Pandas, I was wearing this every day. You can see that heel drag on the back of the shoe.
Wait, didn't you dislike those at first?
I did dislike them. And then because if you look at the leather looks so ass. But I mean,
you know what's funny is you can see the heel drag, but the insole looks perfect.
Yeah. So I take out my insoles when I wear my shoes.
Okay.
I put like like crappy insoles in them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Cheat
'cause
code.
yeah.
Or cheat code.
So that's 2 shoes. The Para Dunks.
Yeah, that's a great shoe.
Ooh.
That's a great shoe.
Yeah, I love these shoes and bunch of heel drag on that shoe too. Now these other 2 shoes are pretty unconventional. I don't think this shoe gets enough mention. It is a women's shoe. It's the Furiosa. It is
I
a
like that. I like that model though. I like that.
yeah. It looks super dope. I mean, you have the 2 air bubbles. It's a stacked shoe. It looks pretty good, and I would love to see this in more collaborations and more colorways. It's super slept on, but this
Honestly,
is
I think it
almost
was
looks like a
you-
700 from certain angles.
Yeah.
it almost looks like it. I keep
I
forgetting
think
that.
you were the one that said like they should have made that the Gundam.
Yeah, because this
silhouette.
looks more like
Yeah.
the Gundam shoe.
It does.
than
I
the
see that
Gundam
now.
Dunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, I think this is sneaker of the year. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, "What the hell, man?" But I love that. And also this shoe, I don't think enough people are talking about the Bad Bunny Forum 84s. I don't wear this shoe a lot. I did like in the first quarter or whenever I first got them. I got that. This shoe is so dirty. But I really love the shoe, especially since Bad Bunny kind of like reignited the love for the Forum 84 silhouette model. Now you just see a resurgence everywhere for Forum 84s. You see everyone wearing them. This is a clean shoe. This was a good collaboration, and it's a super slept on shoe. I'm kind of surprised that resale is only at 500 for the shoe, at least in my size. I think it should be a lot more, but it is what it is.
Well, I can tell you what, I actually did a couple honorable mentions because the Forum 84, I got the Blue Thread High.
Mhm.
It actually released in December. I picked it up on a restock in March. That's a shoe I really like, and I think that Adidas. I think that's the best thing they did this year was bring back the 84 because I think that's a great silhouette. My center courts, I wear those all the time, and I would list that, but I actually bought those in December of last year as well. But man, I love that. I've got 4 pairs of them now. That's a great daily wear. But so for me, my top 5 would be honestly one of them is just a GR, the Georgetown Threes. It's one of those shoes I didn't cop at retail. I'm like, I don't need this shoe. And I saw pictures of it, and I'm like, I need that shoe. And I got it. I wore it once. I put it in the closet, and then I dug it out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, man, I don't know why I won't wear this more. And so I've actually worn it a few times lately. I like that shoe. I went a little off brand. I went with the Jordan 4 white cement golf shoe. I only wore it once this year because I'm still wearing out my 5s, but that's a beautiful shoe. And I'm glad I got that. I listed a shoe that did not come out this year, but I bought it this year is the Origin Story ones. I picked that up, and that was a birthday present for myself.
Man, I can't believe I sold that shoe.
I really like it. And
Remember
you know
that,
what?
yeah.
It's actually a half size bigger than I normally get. And I put a nice insole in it. And it's actually a little heavier than all my other ones, but it's got this super gel insole. So it's actually really good to wear, even though it's a half size big. Next on my list is the Aluminium Threes. That shoe's really well done. And I have been wearing it quite a bit. I like it a lot, but my top shoe to me would be the natural gray ones with the 85 cut, because that's a shoe I had in 85. So just the nostalgia thing, that's a shoe I had to have this year, and I'm glad I got. That
So
is
we're all in agreement that this is not shoe of the year.
the prototype. The cut. You still got the cut version, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll nominate the video of the year for when you cutting them.
Sounds good.
So, all right. So that's the top 5 of the year. So let's go to Disney top 5 of the year. So who wants to lead off with their Disney top 5? I'll go. So to me, I thought my first one I want to list would be making good on our canceled trip from 2020. It was my daughter's college graduation present, and we took her to Disney World. We got to make up for that this year. Number 2, I'm going to say Marvel. I think that Marvel's killed it this year. Between Shang-Chi and Spider-Man, Disney Plus getting those Marvel series. Marvel's been a major highlight to my year. Number 3 would be Avengers Campus opening. While it's a small land, it's incredibly well themed. It's the home to my favorite drink now, the Regulator. So, I'm not so much for the Web Slingers ride, but Avengers Campus was a big hit for me. I enjoyed that. Number 2 would be making it out to Magic Kingdom for a Christmas party. That's been something I've wanted to do for years. So that would be next on the list. And then I think the top thing for me, living in Southern California, having the parks reopen because they were closed for so long. I mean, I think we had them closed for over a year here. I know you guys in Florida didn't have to endure that kind of a gap in the parks. So the parks reopening, that would round out my Disney top 5 for the year. How about you, Irv, man?
All right, so we started this year. We stayed at the boardwalk for Tad's birthday in February. That was a pretty big thing. I always wanted to stay there. That was dope. I don't think I did these in order. I definitely did not. The 50th celebration. That was like the first time in a long time where I felt like a tourist kind of, you know what I mean? We got there early, it was packed. And I mean, I don't know, I like that kind of excitement, that vibe, man. I kind of like that. I don't really get that too often. So I liked it that night. Let's see. I also had Marvel down. And I think definitely more the Disney Plus side of it. Man, those shows are good. And I don't necessarily consider myself like a TV person. But so when they got me like, all right, bro, Wednesday, I'm as soon as like before my meetings, I got Disney Plus pulled up, bro. That's a big deal to me. And like those shows are, I don't know, I think they're really good.
Yeah, when I messaged you at like 9 a.m. my time, and you already seen it.
Already seen it, bro. I've already seen it and online looking at theories by then, bro. Also, I only got 4. The entertainment returning, that was a big thing for me. People that know that watched or listen know that I really like the entertainment. So the entertainment coming back, I was really excited for that. And I guess if I was gonna say the top thing was, it might have just been having to really be able to spend time at the parks without the kids, even though they're around me right now. Going while they're at school with my wife, man, those are like the kind of memories that I signed up for. So that's like the top thing. A lot of times we don't even do anything, and I really cherish those moments with just me and her without the ankle biters, just cooling it.
You know, Irv, it's too late for you to be a childless millennial.
Man, no, it's not. You just have to wait till it's time for them to go to school, and then nobody knows. We be there and like, and I can tell that people don't know. So you know, they like you see people with families, they looking like, who's these guys? Where are their kids at? Sir, my kids are at school. They're taken care of.
I'm just looking into boarding schools for the new year.
Man, I told Tab, I said, the thing, we really need to like do like some kind of after school program. They need to start doing karate. We got to
say no.
That's awesome. How about you, Matt?
I guess I'll start off with getting annual pass again. And because I mean, yeah, they stopped selling annual passes last year. And once they started selling annual passes again, I was like, all right, I'm definitely getting one again. And just being in the parks again, obviously the 50th anniversary, like, I don't know why I was so hyped about the 50th anniversary, but it really felt like, wow, going to the parks and Disney World is back. Like that whole month of October, like with Enchantment, I guess, Aaron, and then dang, I can't even think of the Epcot one. What is Harmonious. Yeah. Harmonious, and then just like most of the shows are back, and it just like that whole month of October was just like it really felt like Disney World was back. I'm gonna have to say my B-Day trip, because that was like a 3-night thing, staying in the cabins with Emily and like my dog, which was pretty dope. Vero Beach was dope too, because that was like the first vacation I had in a while where I didn't have to go back home. It was just me and Emily just chilling by the beach and a whole bunch of relaxation, or a little bit R&R. What else? And surprising you guys haven't said it, but it's podcast, man.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
podcast. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I remember when John hit me up, and honestly, I did not know where this was gonna go, and yeah, here we are.
Here we are, man. I remember that, Matt. I was like, hey, we're gonna do a podcast.
It was back in May, right? We started back in May, right? Yeah.
33 weeks ago.
33 weeks ago. Probably a little bit longer than that, but
Yeah.
because we skipped a few.
We skipped a couple.
Yeah.
No, man, it's been, you know what? That's the thing. It's been fun having an appointment every week to talk Disney with somebody, because
Yeah.
it's not like
It's like therapy a little bit.
It really is, bro.
It's our safe space to talk about sneakers and Disney.
Chris, how about you, man?
So with me being here in Texas, just being able to actually go out to the park, go out to Walt Disney World and just be among people. Now, I was super paranoid, but I guess I had to overcome that with working at a football stadium that has 100K people sitting at the stadium. Like, I just had to get over that really easily. So, I mean, making it out to the parks, that was just truly amazing. Just seeing other people and seeing things somewhat go back to normal. That was pretty cool to me. Seeing Harmonious, I thought that was a great show at Epcot. Like, I watched too many videos on YouTube, man, but just seeing Harmonious in person, and seeing everything actually working correctly and not seeing like the mishaps and whatnot, like everything went smoothly on that show and it was truly amazing. Yeah, it's an eyesore during the day, but at the nighttime, it's a truly spectacular show. Now seeing Enchantment, and not for the reasons that you might think, but my partner actually did not cry at all in Enchantment. So that was like a highlight of the trip for me.
Isn't that a bad thing? Are you like
that is a super bad thing?
Like that's why, right? That's why Irv misses happy endings so much, because he always cries at the end.
Yeah, like once we left Enchantment, Long was like, "Oh my god, I'm so upset." I'm like, "Yeah, I can tell you didn't cry." So that was like, yes, that was like icing on the cake. Getting the ability to ride on Rise of the Resistant. Yeah, we went that first time, and then we had all those errors that happened on that first time with not being captured and whatnot. But going back at the end of our time and rewriting that ride and having everything work so flawlessly, like I've watched so many videos on that ride, and just to have it working once correctly, it really did redeem itself. It was
because that reveal is the whole thing, right? I mean,
yeah, like you have to go on the drop shit and get captured. If you don't, it's like, what's the point of this ride? Like, you kind of miss it. But yeah, so it definitely did redeem itself. What else? Having the week. So I've never spent a week at Disney World. Like, every time I go to Disney World, it's like a 2-day stint or a 3-day stint, not like a whole week. So just being able to like do different things, or going on the Gorilla Trail, or going on the Temple Trail on the back, like being able to actually experience things that are not specific or e-ticket rides, like doing those little things was pretty amazing to me. So and having that week-long trip made that available, made that possible. So yeah, those are my 5 things.
All right, so looking forward to the new year. We're going to do 2 wishes. One's going to be a Disney and one's going to be sneakers. And so I'm going to go first. And for me, I think for Disney, so they got the new Lightyear movie coming out in the summer. And I think it'd be awesome if they would go in and update Space Ranger Spin and Astro Blasters. Give them a fresh makeover for the new movie. I think that'd be pretty dope. And then as far as what I'd like to see in the new year with sneakers, they've already done me a solid by announcing the Fire Red 3s are coming back. So I was going to probably say like a white cement 3, but since they're all going to give me a 3, I'll go with, I'd like to see a GR release of the Jordan 1 OG High and the Chicago colorway. I mean, it feels like it's been 6 years. It's time. So even if it doesn't come out this year, if they at least announce that it's going to come out the following year, I'd like to see that. So that's what I like to see between Disney and sneakers in the upcoming year. Chris, how about you, man?
So for Disney, what would I like to see? I need Captain EO back, man. I know it's never gonna happen, but I need Captain EO back. I miss that ride. I watched like the videos on YouTube, like the clips that are put together. It's such a good ride. I miss it so much. I think the last time I rode that was Tokyo Disneyland. In terms of sneakers, I mean, I don't have anything for sneakers specifically. I think I have more like expectations for the general public. I wish people would realize the options that are out there and not be stuck on one particular brand like Nike. Like, check out a Saucony, check out an Asics, check out I don't check out something else. There are so many different shoes. Like you don't have to get all up in your feels because you take your 1L on the sneaker app. Like I just want to see variety. I'm tired of seeing the same shoes on people. And that's why I buy different colorways. That's why I have this Adidas Forum 84 right here and this European exclusive Dunk. Like I want to see different shoes on different people. So yeah, start with this monotony.
There you go. All right. How about you, Irv?
For Disney, I've been saying this for the longest, man. I need y'all to bring the trolley shipper back. I need that back in my life. That's how I like starting my days. I really, and I know it's like a failed effort. My wife tells me all the time they're probably never going to bring it back, but I'm gonna keep at it. I don't know if I need to start writing letters myself, but that's my. and it's like one of those things where it's so much other stuff happening around it, and the fact that they don't even mention it at all. It's like this, not even an afterthought. It's not a thought at all. I just feel like it might be gone, but I would definitely like to see that return. And as far as shoes, I would like them. I would like to get an Air Max 1 Nike Bayou. I want to be able to create my own Air Max 1, put a different colorway on there. I would really like that. And it might come. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe they're bringing for that model. But yeah, that's my shoe wish.
Nice. How about you, Matt?
So as far as Disney, I would love to see a 24-hour event again.
Ooh.
That would be so dope. I would literally come out of my vlogging hiatus and do a 24-hour vlog. That would be so sick.
Live stream it?
Maybe, but yeah, please. Disney, bring back the 24-hour event. That was like, what, 3-4 years ago? Last time they did that?
I don't remember it.
Yeah, they only done it like a couple times. What else? For sneakers, I'm gonna have to agree with you, John. Yeah, I would definitely love to see a Air Jordan 1 Chicago coming back. I love the bread, but I mean, there's been so many like retro releases coming back for that, and yeah, I can't remember last time we had a Chicago.
2016.
Yeah,
it's been a while. I mean, I know the trophy rooms came out, but that's not. I mean, I know it's Chicago-ish.
Yeah.
But it also.
And then they also had the SB, the Lance, or not Lance Mountain, but the LA to Chicago. I mean, that doesn't really count either. But
yeah, no, it's done. All right, last one, man. Shoe of the year, Chris. What you got for shoe of the year?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I mean, I don't know. I don't think this year has been particularly good in terms of shoe releases. I think I'll have to go with the Alma Manier ones. I love the threes, but I think the ones.
You have the threes?
I don't have the threes, but after I made that video, I know I said I didn't see them in person. I finally saw them in person. I like the ones better.
All right, Irv, how about you, man?
Shoe of the year. I'm going to go the opposite of Chris. I definitely think it's the Aluminium Threes. It's a toss up between them and the Pattas. But those Aluminium Threes, man.
Which
I like
Pattas?
everything about that shit.
You're trying to make a choose between his children.
I'm gonna say, all right, so here we go. So I don't have the Monarchs, so I'm gonna leave those out so I don't have to make that but the Noise Aquas are very, very nice, and the black ones are really nice too. And it kind of sounds bad because the Maroon Rush is nice too, but it's like if you gotta make a list, it's like you gotta be third kind of.
Or you're doing this wrong. Or what you got to do is you got to say the Monarchs are the best. That way it justifies you getting them.
Yeah.
Speak it into existence.
I think because I have so many orange shoes, I probably maybe 25% of my shoes have some hint of orange in it. So I'm too rushed about the colorway on those, but that Noise Aqua is that color is very, very nice compared to what I have in my closet. So I really like that. But then probably the blacks and then the maroons, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to rank them. Let's just keep them all even across the board.
I'll rank them. Monarch. That's it.
Oh,
you listen. The maroon ones are nice, man. The maroons are nice.
I think the maroons are going for under retail right now.
They are, man.
Yeah,
Which, I
they
mean,
are.
I don't really mind because I don't buy shoes based on hype, so that don't really like. I know some people are like, oh, dad, like it's a brick, but that don't really bother me. But I feel like people just are not giving it a chance because they think it's a brick. Like,
I just think if you compare it to the other three, it pales in comparison. Like if you've got to pick one, I'd have a hard time picking between the black and the aqua noise and the monarch. I kind of think the monarch's better, but like the maroon would be my last choice.
yeah, and I can understand that it's a whole maroon shoe, and I already have like one other whole maroon shoe to be honest. So like, I don't know.
Hey. All right, Matt. Shoe of the year, foam runner?
No. No, for comfort maybe, but I'm gonna have to go the Supreme Dunk, any colorway, nothing in particular. I mean, it just led up to the hype for me. I mean, it was highly anticipated. The last time they had like a hype dunk like that was, I think it was in 2008 with the cement ones, the red cements. I can't remember. Or the dunk highs. I can't remember when those came out. Like the patent leather ones that came out weren't even that hype. And then once they announced that these were coming out, like I was like, I got to get them. I didn't get them, but hopefully one day. But
I'm
yeah,
surprised you didn't say Air Force One Supremes with the amount that you've bought already.
nah.
I kind of agree with Chris. I really like the Aluminium ones. The only reason I'm not going to say that they're my shoe of the year is because I haven't worn mine yet. And it's because I got the wrong, I'm a half size off, and I'm hoping to get the correct size on Monday when they redrop. So
Half size above or half size below?
I have a half size below what I want.
Okay.
I have a
Ooh.
12 and I'd like a 12 and a half. So
And you can't take out the insole.
I tell you what, if I had to do over again, I'd have bought a 13 because the 12, I was in the queue when the 12 and a half sold out. And so I opened up a new window and I added a 12. I should have added a 13. So I'm going for them on Monday, try to get a 12 and a half. If I don't get it, I'm going to get a 13. And then like I said, I just don't want to wear these yet. If I'm going to, I've been hoping for a size swap. I've been kind of fishing around to see if I can get something. So I'm going to say the Aluminium Threes, just because it's a shoe I put on my foot a dozen times already and worn it around. And I think it's really well executed. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for listening to us for this year. We'll be back next year. I don't know if we've set our recording date, but we'll get that out there. Just keep an eye on the Instagram. Want to thank everybody for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. We are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram at Kicks at the Castle. Don't forget to tag us or use the hashtag in your Disney Fit Pics. My name is John. You can find me at Weekends with Walt. Chris, how can the listeners find you?
Well, if you've gotten this far, again, I am Chris Catalunya. You can find me on YouTube at Chris Catalunya with an underscore at the end. You can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, etc. It's all Chris Catalunya with an underscore.
Irv, how can the people find you?
I am on Instagram, Main Street Dad, and that's it.
Matt, how can the listeners find you?
You can find me at the Disney Hype Beast or TDHB Shop, and Merry Chrysler. And happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
That's episode 33, and we're out.
Peace.
See you next year.